Hola YouTube! This week's episode focuses on Megaman X for the Super NES. I have a lot to say about this game considering I grew up with this game as a child. It's a game that's given me fond memories, but I've also experienced anger from the game, and you're going to see why in a bit. The first thing I'd like to point out is the Megaman X universe is set 100 years ahead of the original Mega Man series. Dr. Light created the first robot that could choose its own destiny and think on its own, without any human giving it a command to do so. Unfortunately, Dr. Light believed that this technology was a bit too soon for his era, so he sealed X away in a pod, knowing one day X might shape the future in a more desirable form. 100 years later, Dr. Kane discovers X in his pod, releases him, and thus begins the era of the Maverick virus. This is a review, so I'm going to talk about some of the more important issues of the game. For starters, this game will punch you in the nuts. I comment on The Legend of Zelda being a difficult game in a previous video, but Mega Man requires a bit more strategy. There's always a specific order to do things, but if you're hardcore, you could probably beat every level with the Buster Cannon alone. However, for me, this is not possible. No! This game can be a pain in the butt if you let it, but I have news for you. There is a chain of events that can make this game so much easier, and I'm about to explain it to you. Every boss has a weakness, and I'm about to exploit that weakness for YouTube. If you want any chance of beating this game, I suggest you start off with Chill Penguin. After that is up to you. I personally go after Spark Mandrill next, then go to Armored Armadillo. Shotgun Ice freezes Spark, Electric Spark removes the armor in Armor Armadillo, and the Rolling Shield beats the crap out of the Flame Mammoth. Another point I'd like to make out is the content of the game. You earn a new weapon from each boss, but look around the stage and you will find power-ups and armor pieces that will boost X's defense and HP. If you manage to find and obtain every heart, energy tank, and armor part, you can gain access to the secret technique of the game, Hadoken. And yes, it is a Street Fighter cross-reference, as both the X series and Street Fighter are owned by Capcom. My last point would have to be variety. As I mentioned earlier, this piece of Capcom history has a chain, but not one chain. There are multiple ways you can choose to take on the bosses. I just happen to think my method is the easier method. Each level is drastically different from one another, and defeating a boss can sometimes alter the stage you play on. As Chill Penguin loses, the lava and Flame Mammoth stage freezes over. That's just one example. Each boss is also unique and has a pattern. If you learn to anticipate this pattern, eventually Mega Man X will seem like a walk in the park. This video is just about done, so I'd like to leave one or two more comments to end the video. Mega Man X, despite its difficulty, is not a bad game at all. When you beat the first boss, you feel accomplished after all that hard work. I highly recommend picking this game up in the Wii U's eShop, or take out your Super NES and let the good times roll. I hope you like this video, YouTube. More videos are on the way, and before I finish this video, I'd like to say two things. First, I will be doing a complete playthrough of Mega Man X and Mega Man X2 and 3, and posting it on YouTube. I can't say when or the span of time will pass between each playthrough upload, but it will happen. Secondly, the Ouya will be coming out in retail in a couple weeks. I pre-ordered my Ouya on the official website, and I will be doing an unboxing review on the day that I receive my unit. That's all for now, YouTube. Please subscribe and comment, and I appreciate your views. Thank you, and have a nice week.